So I welcome you in this precious now. To all together set our highest intentions. Setting our intentions to consciously connect and consciously unite as a one collective field. At the same time, to consciously connect with your higher self, so you can focus above your head or to the back side of you, connecting with your higher self, or is bringing your higher self here in your I am presence here too. Inviting your soul here too. And inviting the one consciousness. Acknowledging some of your guides. Acknowledging maybe some other light beings. And all together, setting our intention to stabilize, to bring a higher harmony within this body and being, and across, just like an ocean, across into this field of planetary consciousness. Is wherever we focus our attention, our consciousness and energy follows very precisely towards your highest intention. So we meet here as one, to do some great work together. Whatever we take care of within us, at the same time is being rippled out in your environment. It's being rippled out into the collective consciousness. So although we all know during these times, which are very unique times and such a golden opportunity for every one of us to make change, to transform into a higher version of ourselves. As we all know this, deep down, somewhere in the subconsciousness, you could say there can be a glitch in the system. And this is where I want to illuminate today. Because although we know that transformation is happening, yes, we are ready. We are ready to make change. We are ready to step up. We are ready to embrace and accept and become more loving beings, become more conscious beings. We all know this. But yet, we keep remaining trapped. There's a trap behind the scene that somehow it's not fully ready to accept freedom. It's not fully ready to really let go of past. Because when you look at yourself deeper and all the glitches in your life experience, they're here. And they're here because of some energetic attachment to that. Some say, I need time for healing. I need time. And I say, time is also collapsing. You don't need time. What that is saying underneath it, I'm not fully ready to be free. So if you take this moment to really be truthful to yourself right now as you are exactly, with whatever your life experience is reflecting to you. And any emotions that keep rising, any repetitive thoughts that keep coming back to you, any life circumstance that you might not fully be accepting right now. Have you ever stopped to question how come this is still here? What is it that holds me or keeps that distance between the true freedom, liberation, and where I stand right now as myself? And true liberation is possible for humanity, is possible. But this really depends on you. No one else really. It all comes down to you. Are you ready? Are you ready to be your most highest unlimited self? Are you ready for that? Do you believe this is available and possible in this lifetime too? Or somehow, somewhere in the backside of your mind still says, it needs to be hard. I need to work through it. I need time. I'm not ready yet. Because when we speak of like a universal reality, yeah, which we are fully part of a universal reality, the universe is reflecting very precisely. There's no mistakes anywhere. It reflects very precisely to what you see within, to what is present within. So actually the universe, the intelligence of the universe is actually supporting us. It's actually here illuminating these glitches in the system that needs to be deconditioned, let go of, cutting those cords that no longer serve you and serve humanity. And this is why this question arises. Are you ready? And with this question, the next part to it is, are you ready to meet yourself and meet the layers, the depths of yourself, all aspects of yourself? These aspects of yourself, they're not really yourself, but you have invested, you have identified with. That's why it is now yourself. That is why it is an attachment, an identification, because you call it myself. Or deeper aspects of myself, which maybe one is not ready yet to face. But why? Because this is an emotion or an energy, it's a form that needs to be liberated too. These are forms which we keep in our bubble, in our field of consciousness, which cause us maybe trouble, which doesn't allow us to live our fullest potential, and yet we hold them because we're not ready. And so on many levels, on many degrees, this is happening. And in a higher way, it takes this moment. It takes this moment to make peace with, to accept even the most darkest or deepest aspects. That is how we liberate ourselves. That is how we become free. And although, everyone has his own unique individual reality, this depends on where you're at, in what state of consciousness you're at. But still, it falls down to the same. It doesn't really matter these degrees. It's all the same practice. Are you ready to be free? To be free from these bondages, to be free from these limitations? So that's one aspect. Then the other aspect is, well, are you ready to plug into your highest at all times? Are you ready to be in your divinity at all times? Are you ready for that? Are you ready to constantly surrender your ego into the source, into your most unbound nature? And so plugging out of those glitches and plugging into, meaning focusing into that which maybe could be unimaginable. Maybe it becomes a state of unknownness, but very deep place of trust, a place of openness, and allowing from an open space for life to move through us. Even if there are some glitches in the way, but knowing that is not who you are. These are being dismantled as we speak. And only that is uncomfortable. So only that is uncomfortable. You see, the process of letting go is uncomfortable. How interesting. And that reflects to us that stickiness of those threads and cords, that we still hold on to. because it's uncomfortable to lose something. It's uncomfortable to lose a part of you. Do you recognize that? A part of you which you have invested for so long. In any level, in any degree, it's the same sense of losing. And so many times, although we see this change happening and we see what's going on, but yet when it comes specifically, directly to us, somehow we don't maybe remember, fully get it, that this is how it feels, this uncomfortability. This is how it feels to give permission to these darker aspects to be met, to be seen. Maybe this is how it feels to fully embrace all these aspects so they can be liberated. It's actually not you, it's actually these lower energies which will be liberated. Because you, in a deeper place, you are already liberated. So these glitches which will be liberated will feel uncomfortable as you let them go. So what do we do? We shift our focus when we are in a good state, you could say. We shift to that light. We shift and focus more into love, into higher consciousness. What elevates you? What gives you the deeper joy? What gives you the deeper peace? And shifting to these higher qualities can also help you to strengthen yourself. Because if you're focusing only on what is wrong, then that is what you will receive. To bring balance, we must focus on our highest consciousness and energies. Stabilizing that within helps to stabilize on a planetary level at the same time. And only when the storm comes, you have more strength, more power, more strength, more brightness of light, more love. And then whatever comes is embraced. Even if it feels so uncomfortable, you're open and you allow that to move through you. This is how you liberate these lower energies. And at the same time, assisting on this global scale. So every time you say yes to that with your full acceptance from your deepest heart, you're actually helping in that moment on a global scale. So each and every one of us makes a difference just by being responsible right here and now. And really coming to a place of finding that stillness in the midst of a hurricane. If you're right in the center, you're anchored in the now. If life takes over, you're in the hurricane. So with this practice of today, let us focus on stabilizing within us and stabilizing within this collective consciousness. Love, harmony, peace, balance. So let's take a few moments to slow down within. As you slow down, the energies come back, slowing down, even stepping in the back seat. And we'll take a few moments in silence. And centering ourselves within our hearts is the center of your being. And inviting softness and openness for you to drop deep and deeper into the center of your being. And consciously resting and allowing the softness of your heart to open. In expanding our heart to unite as one consciousness of love. That's from our heart center. And bringing this one consciousness of the heart down towards your body and spine and towards the earth. This warmth, this softness with kindness and compassion down through your spine, and at the same time it's like an ocean across this planet, and with the intention to seep it down towards the earth and into the earth, connecting and plugging into the grid, the grid, the 5D grid. Most of you can already feel this. It's becoming quite evidently here. And as we connect, we are bringing down, yes, integrating this one love consciousness even deeper, and plugging in with your highest intention to send these signals. You send these signals into this grid and stabilizing, strengthening, and energizing this grid. Across the planet Earth, and feeding into the ley lines. Feeding into the ley lines, just like your nadis, your energy channels, just like that. And strengthening, and also bringing a higher harmony, a higher harmony from above through this body. Your body is part and connected as the earth, and streaming down through you, a higher harmony, a deeper balance, creating stability. And at the same time, let us all invoke a white flame, a white fire. And invoking this white fire, allowing it to pass through this being and spreading into this networking system, which is being very well stabilized during these times. But the white fire helps to transmute from the higher into the lowest, clearing any glitches, any anomalies. These are just a few glitches here or there. It's like a whole white fire entering this whole planet as we speak, but not just leaving it above. With your intention, maybe your visualization, guiding this light, this fire down. It passes through your whole body. It passes through the emotional body too. It passes through the mental body too. And it clears away any glitches that don't serve you and others anymore. They are of the old world. We are now stabilizing a new earth. And stabilizing a new earth can only happen in the now. Every now is very precious, very precious. And here is where you can plug into the new earth frequency. The new earth frequency within you too. Unifying all. Unifying. And with this intention, clearing these glitches. These glitches are what cause separation from the unified field, from the unified consciousness. And it has nothing to do with time. The moment in this instant you choose, that's what you get. That's what you receive. It's so instant. And this is how we all together can stabilize this new earth. The power of the now. The power of you to choose. And if some feelings arise, some emotions arise, allow. They only arise, resistance only rises because it's being illuminated with a greater light, with your higher consciousness. So allowing and remaining open from your deepest hearts can transmute anything, any form of separation can be healed, transformed back into the light of consciousness, into the love. And now we can visualize all together this new earth where all these human beings awaken their hearts, awaken their consciousness, and to visualize how this earth will mold itself to be, living in harmony, living in peace and joy, living from a place of abundance, very rich in abundance, in all that is, but a beautiful way of connection with one another, where humanity can live from consciousness, from a loving heart. And seeing this beauty of this new earth being stabilized right now, even as we speak. A higher harmony, where is our birthright to live in freedom, to follow one's passion and higher excitement in any way it's unique to you. Each and every one of you have a very unique signature, a bundle of gifts and virtues, very unique, that comes through the soul as a form of expression from source consciousness. In any way, your unique form, your highest form, has a beautiful intelligence that expresses in such a unique way, and that must be enhanced. That's the gift from every signature to share to others, to share with others on this planet. We are here to co-create and meet as one civilization, co-creating a divine expression. So do not wait. And utilize your full potential in every precious present moment. all we will ever have is here and now. So let us all familiarize with the power of the here and now. Let's take a moment in our hearts in gratitude, allowing gratitude to flow through you. Being grateful for this life experience as it is and as it unfolds. Being grateful for you as consciousness, seeing this isness of this precious here and now. Having gratitude to every soul that meets you and that is in your life. And gratitude to all of the light beings and guides who are supporting so much this transition. And when you're ready in your own time, you can gently start returning, not to the past, to your habitual or comfortable you, but to the open you, what is here and now. So there is nothing to return to as such. It's only here now available.